My goodness, bro, listen, man. I went straight onto the box, alright? And I clicked on it. Because I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get it all set, get it ready, just in case my activity monitor starts tripping, right? Just in case I need to go get the iPad, because it happened last time, whenever I was reading My Hero a couple days ago. I was like, man, my laptop was tripping. So I was like, bro, just in case, because, man, I really, really want to read this chapter, so that way I can ask my brother in advance, man, can I borrow the pad? But nah, man, nah, bro. Instead, what I was treated to, which made me make the entire thing full screen, is the title of this week's installment. The title of this week's chapter of the best-selling manga in history. Ladies and gentlemen, this is almost the second best-selling comic of all time. And by the time that we finish one, it might more than well be. Might as well be. With the anime going in, the Olympics going in, man, Luffy's gonna be the mascot. You wanna know why? Because it's One Piece, man. Dude, the title of this week's chapter of the best-selling manga in history, One Piece chapter 946, is Queen versus Olin. I could have sworn that Oda was gonna go somewhere else, man. I guess it's expected after the way last week ended, because I've been reading this series for so long. I expect Oda to go somewhere else, but he said nah. He said nah, we're staying right here. Queen versus Olin. And then we have this wonderful panel of Kinemon and Suru, surrounded by a couple of raccoons and a fox. Yo, this is a really, really nice cover page, man. I really, really dig this cover page. With Kinemon and Suru, and a fox and a raccoon. And the raccoon has a really nice hat on him. And the fox, of course, is wearing a really nice garment there. Oh, this is awesome. Cover page request. Kinemon no Suru on a date at night on the street with a fox guiding them along with his fox fire. That's cool, man. I dig it. I dig it, man. I hope we get to see, and I know we're going to get to see it, but I really want to see more from their relationship. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a lot of that in Odin's flashback. But whenever we get to see some more of Kinemon in the present time as well, it's going to be very interesting, because Kinemon has sacrificed a lot for his people and for his town. You know, of course, my man took upon the role of being the father of the son of the Shogun, the son of the former Shogun at least. And so, Kinemon's went through a lot, man. Kinemon sacrificed a lot. Lost a lot of years that he could have had raising a family, all for the mission, all for a purpose, man. So, Kinemon's he's a true awesome goat, bro. He's a beast. But anyways, let's get right into the chapter. And we start with a double page spread, and we see people's. I mean, this is me. Literally, the top right panel is me whenever I opened up the box, and I saw the awesome sauce and the greatness of that title. The Queen versus Olin. Let's go. And like I said, after the way it ended last time, it's expected, right? But bro, at this point, with the way that Oda's been, or the way that Oda's always written, well, I expect to start in something else. You know, because that's just the way that Oda does. He leaves off something hype, goes to something else, gets that hype, and then he goes to something else. It's genius. It's the way that you write stories from different perspectives. And Oda's mastered over the years. But anyways, Master Queen! And we see all of them shook after freaking Big Mom shoved Queen's head right in the ground. That long neck. The top of it right into the ground, slammed it like if she was doing that one wrestling move, man, the Stone Cold used to use all the time. Dragging their head, getting it right on the floor, man. Followed by a stunner. But regardless, no stunners here, no stunners here. Oh, Shiruko! And you get to see right here, Big Mom on top of Queen with a lot of cracking in the ground right here. And it reminds me a lot of the Coretta Coliseum stuff back in Dressrosa, that panel right there. Olin! And you see Chopper and Kiko are shook. Who is that old woman? She isn't just any old woman, yo. You know that Luffy knows the strength and the insane presence that Big Mom has whenever he responds like that, man, because that's Luffy, bro. So we see Big Mom right behind Queen. Does Big Mom have Queen in a headlock? Yo, Big Mom has Queen in a headlock! Hold on, coach. Yo, listen, man. When I was younger, still to this day, you know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, still to this day, I'll do wrestling moves on the pillow. I'll hit it with an occasional people's elbow. I'll hit it with a Batista bomb. You know, don't tell me you don't do it. Don't tell me you don't do it because you're lying. Don't tell me that you have never hit your pillows with wrestling moves because you are lying, son. Pedigrees? Pedigree? This pillow's received more pedigrees than people in the actual show. Pedigrees? Listen, I had this thing with so many rainmakers that you wouldn't even think of. Styles Clash? Yo, listen. But anyways, a simple headlock. Headlocking. Big Mom has the pillow straight up in headlock. Like this. Wrestling. We have Big Mom out here wrestling Queen in a 5-star classic. And like every match starts in New Japan Pro Wrestling, you gotta have a headlock. You gotta have a headlock, man. So Big Mom has Queen straight up in a headlock, waiting for the time to be right. And there we have the time is right. Big Mom spins Queen, and we get to see this wonderful panel, an up-close look into Queen's face. Who do you think you're dealing with, you old hat? And then immediately that statement is stopped. And it says, give me the Oshiruko, you damn lizard. And we see that Big Mom launch. I mean, she's going ham. And this is a big dinosaur dog. I mean, this isn't a small, this is a huge dinosaur. And Big Mom, with Queen in a headlock, is spinning his entire body around. Big Mom greatness, man. I just finished rewatching the end of Whole Cake with Uzumaki Khan, which, by the way, man, episode 877 is truly it's a top 3 episode in the whole series. I don't care. After rewatching it again, man, I teared up multiple times, bro. That episode is phenomenal. Soul Pocus is probably my number 2. If I ever redo that soundtracks list, it's gonna be To the Grand Line and Soul Pocus. And hell, Soul Pocus might even go up. No, I can't suppress To the Grand Line. To the Grand Line's too legendary. But yo, Soul Pocus is legendary, man. It is that opera in the background, my good. In any other series, that's a final boss theme. And this series, though, no, that's a final chapter theme. That's a final episode theme. Soul Pocus. Yo, that junk goes in, man. It goes in. But anyways, shout out to my boy Khan. So we see Big Mom right here tossing the flagnards, twirling Queen around. And we get another. Don't tell me this is one of those chapters. Or it's gonna be back-to-back double spreads. Oh, no, you madman! When we see Big Mom's, infuriated face, and we see Queen's very distraught and hurt face. And she's continuing to twirl this man. Luffy tells Yoda, duck, they duck, and Big Mom throws, tosses Queen, bro. Tosses. We're talking about a massive, a humongous dinosaur. And Big Mom just casually twirled it around and tosses it quite a far distance. Quite a far distance. Big Mom. I feel sorry for all the people here in the prison, dude. And Kaido fell down. So we get an outer look. Hey, I'm gonna cherish this look of Kaido fell down because by the time that Big Mom's done, this place is not gonna exist. So I'm gonna cherish it, man. Udon is screwed, and we see them shook. And we see, oh, snap. Yeah, Kid and Killer look like they've been set free. They're both coughing. Oh, I'm glad they made it out. Hey, are you guys still alive? Master Queen. Master Queen, get a hold of yourself. Yo, Queen is out, son. Whoa, the man worth 1.3 billion was taken out in 2 hits. She's on a totally different level. She really is Big Mom. Send a report to Kaido immediately. How would Kaido respond to something like this? You know, because Kaido, of course, I'm going to assume that that he wouldn't take upon this lightly. But we saw how he acted whenever Big Mom first attacked. But that was only because he wasn't ready. But he realizes the threat that Big Mom is because they were together for so long. So if Kaido were to learn word of this, then what would he do? But anyway, send a report to Kaido immediately. Bro, man, that right there shows. Look at Big... Yo. Directly after Big Mom just had this man in a headlock for God knows how long, twirling him around. I mean, like a championship belt, bro. Straight up. Yeah, like Kawhi Leonard, man, last week, bro. Just like, yeah. I mean, twirling that thing around, son. And casually just tosses Queen. And then after that, with it, you saw that enraged face that Big Mom had. And right here, she's like, woohoo. Hey, man. Big Mom greatness. Charlotte Lin greatness, yo. Hey, by the way, that cell over there, the one that's never been opened, it's been destroyed. I don't know what was locked inside it, but that thing should still be in chains. Oh, snap. Oh, okay. Where is he, yo? Where's Kawamatsu? Looking at that cell now, I bet it died before I could escape. Old maid, can we shoot at her? Don't provoke her, Daifugu. Daifugo, what are Kaido's orders? Well, about the warden, this mail, it's not working. It seems that nobody can contact Onigashima right now. So the Denmushi's not working, so they can't contact Onigashima, so Kaido's not gonna be able to get word of this. Udon prisoner's mind inside the executive tower. Oh, Raizo. Nin. There he is. Our plan has gone smoothly due to the commotion outside. Whatever that commotion might be, Caribou is quite the useful asset. Caribou being a useful asset. I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth. Caribou being a useful asset? In what dimension? In what galaxy? Are we in Earth 2 or are we in Earth 3? Because they ain't on Earth 1. Raizo must be playing an alternate reality game because there is no possible alternate reality in all of the verses that this man Byakuran, shout out to Reborn, was in. There is no verse that this man Caribou is a useful asset. Alright, so I don't know what's going on here, but this isn't factual. This isn't factual. Our enemies are quite troublesome, maybe because they're able to transmit information freely. Listen closely, the Wano Country Smart Pond Snail, its greatest shortcoming is its weak signal. And we actually get to see a diagram right here of the Boss Pond Snail, which actually looks really, really cool. It has a scar on it. It has a house on its back. You know, this Boss Pond Snail looks sick. If I was a snail, I would want to look like this. Look at his face, man. He's smiling. I mean, my guy just got finished greening a shot in 2K. He's like, yes, and he's smiling. Yo, this Boss Pond Snail is gold. Yo, if this panel was a bit bigger, this would be my thumbnail. Real talk. If this panel was a bit bigger, this would be my thumbnail. It might still be my thumbnail. The Boss Pond Snail. Look at this thing, man. It looks happy. It looks happy. It looks like I did whenever I got Crash Team Racing. You know what it feels like? That in this day and age, I'm going back and playing games that I played when I was younger, man. Final Fantasy VII Remake looks glorious. And then you have the Crash Team Racing greatness. Like, all these wonderful remakes of games that I played whenever I was younger. And I'm like, bro, what is going on, man? And, you know, that was back on the... What y'all know about this, dog? What y'all know about the PS1? One of the greatest consoles ever created, man. We've had Crash remade, Spyro remade, the Crash Team Racing remake, we got Final Fantasy VII's remake, Resident Evil 2. It's a good time. It's a good time to be a fan of the PS1. But anyways, the pond snails must first transmit their signals to a boss pond snail. There's only one boss pond snail in each region. So the boss pond snail must send the signal to the next snail to continue the chain. I suppose that makes sense. In other words, if we find the boss pond snail that's in Udon and smother it, what do you think will happen? Does it mean that all of Udon's communications will be cut off? You got it. This man Caribou is actually useful. Gotta look outside, man, and make sure there's not a meteor falling or something, bro. I can't believe what I'm reading. You see, I've been here for a while now, so I know where the boss pond snail is. So let me handle it. You focus on stealing all the keys, Raizo-chan. Or did this man say that like Majima, bro? Hey, what's the matter? Oh, forgive me, Majima. I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna compare Majima to this grotesque figure in Caribou, bro. Hey, what's the matter? Who did this to you? Hello, this is Tower B. Hello? Why isn't the snail working? Hold on for a little longer, Kawamatsu. I will definitely free you. And we see Raizo right here, putting in, going ning ning. So let's see. Found it, the Oshiruko. She found the pot. Now look at Big Mom's face, man. That's me whenever I see Nami, bro. Real talk. That's me whenever I see Nami, dog. What a rich, sweet fragrance. There's so much. I'm so glad we came all this way. What should we do? That pot is empty. Well, what will she do once she realizes who will she direct her anger towards? That's facts. The moment that she sees that pot is empty, y'all better run, son. Everyone here better spread. She may just kill all of us. That's certainly a possibility. As she opens the pot, and it's empty. Oh, snap. No, bro, look at this panel. This panel, right here on the top of page 10, is despair. It is despair, man. Look at Big Mom's face. Big Mom was a kid at Christmas who was expecting a Nintendo GameCube and instead got socks. That is what Big Mom just went through, son. Big Mom is a kid at Christmas who was expecting a PlayStation 2 with 3 games, a new controller, and instead got socks. That's big. That is a face of despair. What Big Mom's entire expression right here is despair. That's despair. That's me when I watch Raw. Despair. Like, what am I watching? What is this compared to the greatness I used to watch? Big Mom's face, man. Just looking at her makes me feel sorry for her. In the same way that I felt sorry for her whenever she couldn't eat her cake. Now she doesn't have any Oshiruko. My goodness, man. The way that Oda drew this really made, at least for me, it really makes me sympathize with Big Mom, man. I really do feel sorry for her. Evacuate, everyone. It's every man for themselves. An unpredictable calamity has descended upon us. It's quite a word coming from them. I get why you're sad. I'd like to eat more of that again, too. Man, the Oshiruko was delicious. Oh, bro, Luffy, bro. Yo. Bro, Screw it. Screw it, man. I said I'd follow the king until the end. I believe in Luffy, bro. I believe in the king. Hey, Strahd, man. Oh, God. So you, bro, look at Big Mom, bro. Yo, Luffy, son. We're the culprit. Why is everyone staring at me? Well, you just... Sir Luffy Turtle, we finally found him, but as always, he's right in the middle of trouble. The Oshiruko was. What, did I say that out loud? I was just thinking about how delicious it was. He actually did say it. To me, that shows that Luffy truly knows well, of course, because he saw it firsthand, but he knows how intimidating Big Mom is. Luffy never goes back on his word, and the fact that he just said, "What? Did I just say that out loud?" That just shows you that Big Mom is a true threat, man. When you have the king saying that, bro, Luffy doesn't fear anything. I thought I was just thinking about how delicious it was. You said it again. Are you okay in the head? Man, he always trying to check on my mans, bro. And then we see Big Mom raise her fist, man. I mean, like she's Rao. Just, yeah. Goes right down and punches the ground. Luffy dodges. Luffy's observation Haki is coming up in the next one. Wait, Big Mama, if we fall from here, we'll die. Razor blades will come out of our collars and chop our heads off. As I said before, who in the flying flagnards is Big Mom? And you, Oshiruko thief, who in the flying flagnards are you? Huh? Oh, that's right. I'm dressed as a samurai, so she doesn't recognize me. This is bad, real bad. Oh, wait a second, just beeped. What a conundrum. If she strikes again, we will die. We cannot move a single step backwards. Yo, that's true. They can't step off this platform, or if not, they're really gonna die. Big Mom will give you their heads if you let us live. Shut up! And she goes and she throws rocks at them, dog. She throws a boulder. A rock. A rock. Shout out to the people who watch SpongeBob, man. I got the reference, yeah. Those townspeople treated me so nicely, even though they were poor. So I wanted to bring back a lot of Oshiruko to share with them. It suits you, Olin. Huh? I wanted to share it with everyone! Wait a minute, coach. So Big Mom, this alternate version of Big Mom, Olin, stated that the townspeople treated her very nicely, and even though they were poor, so I wanted to bring back a lot of Oshiruko to share with them. So it wasn't with her. So it wasn't for her. She wanted to bring back Oshiruko for herself and for others. Big Mom, man, I wanted to share with everyone. She's still so kind. Why did you eat it all, you brat? And then we go. Big Mom punches the ground again. Oh God, it's beeping. So this is where I die. There's no one. There's no way out of this one. Cramps! Damn it, I won't let you die, I promise. Come off. Come off already. Is we gonna break it? Bro, this man uses his arm. God, I thought... Yo, I felt a little rumbling back there. I got scared. Anyways, we saw Luffy, he has his arm in hockey. He hockeys up. He grabs the collar. The repeat spread. Yo, he got it. He tore him off. What? I took the collar off, Grams. What did I just do? Either way, I did it. It had to have been the same thing Rayleigh did. It has to be that now, due to that drastic situation, he was able to take out the collar in a similar way that Rayleigh did back in Sabaody. And now, whenever Luffy attempts to go back and use that technique once more, he's going to be able to have more control over it based due to the situation. Because the best way for one to learn a new technique like that is in a drastic situation like that where it's life or death. And it looks like Luffy either he just learned it, or he definitely got more used to using it, and now I think it might be a little more easier for him to use that technique after this. I'm actually glad that Oda did it this way, because now seeing that Big Mom showed up, and then for them to, in order to dodge Big Mom's hand, because either way they were going to die. It was going to be Big Mom's hand, or it was going to be that they were going to fall off of the stage right here and have this thing blow up on them. But no, Luffy says, I'm not gonna die here, son, because I'm gonna be the Kaizoku Oni. Grabs the collar, tosses it back, presses YB, and he goes up in the leg somewhere, man. So we see Luffy and Hyo hit the floor. We say, what? Huh? I took the collar off, Gramps. What did I do? Oh, yeah, I just read that. What a surprise that was. You dodged again. Yeah, see? What a surprise that was. And I'm going to assume that he was talking about his brand new ability. You dodged again? Okay, let's get out of here, Gramps. Oh, God, I see the chapter 946 end. Man, are we serious? Yo, the chapter's already over. Hey, like, I just started. Stride, man, that thing you just did, before you forget it, I need you to protect me. What do you mean? We need to escape. Only when backed into a corner will one's true power bloom. Exactly what I was just saying. Exactly what I was just saying, because, you know, not only does that apply when it comes to One Piece and, of course, fiction in general, but in real life, man, that is the case. When you are backed into a corner and you have no other way of escape, you are going to rely on the one thing that can get you out of the situation. It is survival instincts. It is the human instinct to have our top priority as a living being is to survive. So we're going to do whatever means necessary in order to survive. And whenever that happens, that is whenever we learn something new. That is whenever we truly bloom. So, most certainly. Are you an idiot? You want me to train now? If I mess up, you know you'll die, right? I'm well aware. Yo, so Hyo is believing in the king, bro. And we see Luffy come at me. Emperor! Come at me, Emperor! And that's gold coming from Luffy, because you know Luffy's an emperor now too. But anyways, we have Big Mom coming in full force with a punch, and Luffy takes out both of his hockeyed arms. You know, we see air coming straight out of his nostrils, and he's ready. He's ready, man. He's going to use that technique in order to deflect Big Mom's attack. You're also wondering how Oda was going to go about this for him to learn this ability before he faces Kaido. But yo, now with him in this situation against Big Mom, it's either he learns it or he dies. Because he's about to take a full-on hit by an enraged Big Mom. So Luffy better learn this thing, or if not, he's going to take one whale of a punch. I mean, he's going to take a punch of legends, man. If you thought Katakuri was delivering kicks, I mean, yo, listen, Katakuri's kicks used to send this man through multiple portions of the mirror world and back, and Luffy still survived all that. So, Big Mom, one of those punches directly to his stomach, it might send Luffy to Onigashima. So, he better brace himself. My man better stick right there, bring up that wall. But you know what? I believe in Luffy to be able to come out of this and be able to do it. Because if he doesn't, he would be letting down not only Hyo, but also he would be letting down basically everyone else that's also waiting for him to come out of this prison. But I just wonder what is going to happen whenever Luffy does deflect Big Mom. Will Big Mom just go back? You know, of course, because once he does it, I'm going to assume he's going to have to do it multiple times, because once he does it the first time, Big Mom's not going to stop. Big Mom's going to go back again, and then Luffy will have even more training to be able to deflect the attacks using that very same technique. So that's going to be how Luffy is going to gain some more experience in battle while fighting against Big Mom in order to learn more about this technique of deflecting. So, but what happens after that? Because they still need to find some way of escape out of here. And I know that in this same chapter, we also saw Kid and Killer got out of their situation too. And then, of course, we have the fact that they can't contact Onigashima. Raizo is currently looking for Kawamatsu. So a lot of this stuff is coming together. I'm just trying to think of a way how to piece it in my mind to where after after Luffy learns more about this technique, because I'm not sure, Oda could go about this two ways. Either he does it right now, immediately next chapter, or he slightly does it in the same way that he was doing it slightly with Observation Haki, and then we saw it full effect here in this arc, of how his Observation Haki truly has bloomed. Or he might slightly learn the deflection technique here, and we will see the deflection technique firsthand, 100% full-blown, whenever he's fighting up against Kaido, using his dragon skills. So we will see how he goes about that. But I do expect Luffy to fight one more person before he fights Kaido, just because I can see him doing like kind of like Blue Note type of thing, to where he fodderizes somebody from Kaido's crew and then goes on to fight Kaido. But then again, we've already had that earlier on this arc in Act 1, so I don't know how Oda's going to go about it. But anyways, going back to Big Mom, I wonder how she's going to stop and how they're going to escape. I'm assuming it's going to have something to do with Killer and Kid, possibly allowing Luffy and them to escape, but I don't know, because Big Mom's of course going to be looking for Chopper and Kiku to be able to go back to them, to continue, because Big Mom still doesn't have her memories yet, of course. Which also brings up the question, when is she going to get her memories back, man? That's going to be wild. So many things. This is why I love Wano, man. Because in Wano, not only, I mean, I was sold by the setting alone, but there's so many interesting situations, a lot of emotional moments, a lot of hype moments, a lot of fun moments, great character interactions. But like, even a chapter like this, you're just like, man, so many different possibilities. Like, I feel like after every chapter that I finished so far in Wano, there's just an island of possibilities has been opened to what can happen in the next chapter in the series. So like, now the top priority, of course, is to survive what Big Mom has right here. But yo, this line by Luffy, "Come at me, Emperor," that's nasty, man. That is an awesome line. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see if my boy Luffy's able to do this, which I do believe in him. I do believe he'll be able to do it, because if he just did it with the collar and that life or death situation, I believe that he'll be able to do it again if he just thinks back to how that felt. To be able to do it up against Big Mom. So that's going to be very interesting. But like I said, I'm just wondering what's going to happen after that. After he deflects. Because Big Mom's not just going to... That deflection's not going to send her back. It's not like a Conqueror's King Hawking move. She's not going to be knocked out. So she's going to keep coming back for it. But I'm just curious. Maybe Luffy will continue to deflect, and Big Mom with her punches, trying to just to get to Luffy, could end up destroying the entire prison, which would allow, with enough debris and smoke up in the air, to allow Luffy and the rest to escape. That is also a possibility too. And if somehow within all of that, yo, if Luffy's able to free Kid, and Kid takes up all of the iron and all the metal that's here in Udon Prison, bro, then they can actually escape. They can no question escape if he can get to Kid, and Kid is actually able to use his abilities without question. A lot of different possibilities. Flag Nurse, and then you have this, and you have what's going down back in the Flower Capital with Law and Hawkins situation, which is still, I still have no idea how Law's going to handle that entire moment. I mean, I saw a couple comments saying that we're possibly going to get the personality switch, which I could see that happening. We'll see what happens there with Law and Hawkins. I'm really interested on that situation. Of course, we still have what's going down with the rest of the battles, you know, Sanji and Drake and whatnot. Currently, Zoro protecting Komurasaki against the likes of Kyoshiro, which is very interesting to me because I always felt that Kyoshiro and Komurasaki were working together. So like just the fact that whole thing is still moving forward as well, and then of course with Toko. So I'm just so many different things, man. I'm looking forward to seeing. It's like no matter where we go, I'm excited to see what is happening because there's just so much greatness going down. And now with the contact cut off from Onigashima, we truly have no idea when Kaido will learn of what actually took place here. If he will learn of what actually took place. I mean, I'm going to assume that he has to. Somebody has to survive to tell the tale. But, or he's going to find out whenever Udon Prison is completely destroyed. But it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts to that, too. Because, you know, we've been talking about how the Flower Capital is going to be the thing that Kaido, of course, has all of his attention on. But this time, he actually literally does not know what's happening in Udon, thanks to them covering up the Boss Snail. Well, shout out to the Boss Snail again. I think it was awesome. But I'm really excited for next week's chapter. There's no break, of course. But man, really, really fun chapter to come off break. Oda went in with double page spreads. Really, really great stuff. Wonderful art. And a lot of Luffy greatness in this chapter, man. It was a lot of fun seeing Big Mom. And man, that one panel with Big Mom hurt me, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Just a saddened face. But I'm super excited to see what happens next, man. One Piece greatness. This was a good sauce of a chapter, bro. I really, yeah, definitely a good sauce of a chapter. I really, really enjoyed it. A lot of wonderful double page spreads. Big Mom going ham on Queen. That was crazy, man. I mean, showing the true difference in power between an emperor and one of the subordinates slash one of the top tier subordinates for sure, but still a subordinate of Kaido. Showing that gap in power between right hand man and below, and of course the actual captain and the crew, especially when it comes to a Yonko crew. So that was very interesting to see, and just to see how everything else was going on there, and Hyo's belief in Luffy to still be able to do all of this is really cool as well, man. But anyways, a lot of fun this chapter. Great stuff. Cannot wait for next week. Everybody has an awesome sauce of a day, man. Take care. One Piece greatness. Let me know what y'all thought about this chapter in the comment section down below. And once again, I really can't wait to see how Luffy's going to go about this. We're going to be able to see the deflection technique once again next week and see how he continues to learn and overcome that. So whenever he actually goes up against Kaido, he'll have the experience and the knowledge to be able to use it on his dragon skills, man. So that's going to be really cool to see, and I really can't wait for that, man. So I'll see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. Can't wait for chapter 947. I'll see y'all in the comment section, man. One Piece greatness.